Why do people who can't make rent still buy toys that cost $40 to $100? What do a Labubu, your grandpa's underwear, and the financial collapse of Wall Street have in common? Take a good look. Those long ears, those sharp teeth, and that smile that seems to say, I know something you don't. It's called a Labubu. If you've walked through Soho in New York or Melrose in Los Angeles, you know they've taken over the world. But what if I told you this little monster isn't just a viral social media toy? What if I told you it's the loudest alarm siren we have, warning us that the economy in the US, Canada, Australia, France, and other countries is about to break? Today we're going to discover why the obsession with this plushie is the ultimate proof that we might be entering a recession. But first, remember that this video is merely educational. We don't give investment advice here. To understand the economy, you first have to understand the obsession. Labubu, created by artist Kasing Lung, is part of an empire called Popmart. But it's not just a doll, it's a hunt. In 2024 and 2025, celebrities like Lisa from Blackpink and American pop culture figures like Kylie Jenner have been spotted with them. Suddenly, it's not a kid's toy anymore. It's a status symbol, an accessory hanging off $20,000 Birkin bags. But here's the psychological trap, the blind box. You don't know what you're buying until you open it. It's pure dopamine. It's almost like gambling in Vegas, but instead of chips, you get an ugly doll. And when life feels monotonous and stressful, that little box offers something rent money can't buy, 5 seconds of absolute happiness. But why now? Why are we spending hundreds of dollars on resale sites like eBay or StockX for a piece of vinyl and plush? The answer isn't in the toy, the answer is in your bank account. Let's talk reality. The American dream is on life support, and so is the dream of making a decent living in Canada, Australia, France, and everywhere else. Median home prices have hit historic highs, and mortgage rates make buying a house a fantasy for 90% of Gen Z and millennials. Rent eats half your paycheck. Going to the grocery store to buy eggs or meat feels like a luxury. And even though the news says unemployment is low, reality looks different. Headlines about mass layoffs in sectors like tech, and hundreds of applicants for a single job. The average citizen lives with the constant feeling that their job hangs by a thread. We're frustrated, we're exhausted, and this is where the most fascinating and depressing economic theory in history comes in. When we can't afford the big stuff, we obsess over the small stuff. History repeats itself. Economists have very strange ways of measuring people's fear. In the Roaring '20s, George Taylor noticed something curious, the Hemline Index. When the economy was great and the stock market went up, women's skirts got shorter. But when the crash of '29 hit, skirts went down to the floor. Austerity dressed in long fabric, probably because ladies now had to go out to work in droves, and companies weren't friendly toward miniskirts. Alan Greenspan, the legendary former Fed chair, said it clearly. Men usually wear their underwear until it disintegrates. It's the last garment they replace. If underwear sales drop, get ready. It means men are so scared about their finances that they won't even spend on the basics. They'd rather just make do than buy a new pair. But our friend Labubu's closest relative is the famous lipstick effect. Leonard Lauder of Estee Lauder noticed that during the 2008 crisis, even though people were losing their homes, sales of expensive lipstick skyrocketed. The logic? I can't buy the car, I can't go on vacation to Europe, but at least I can buy this $40 Chanel lipstick and feel rich for a moment. In 2025, the lipstick has evolved. Now it's a plush monster. Labubu is the lipstick effect on steroids. It's what trend experts call doom spending. It's the mindset of, the world is burning, I'll never have a decent pension, so I'm going to spend my savings on this Popmart collection. Think about it. A Labubu costs about $40 in the store, but resale hits $100 or more. It's affordable luxury, it gives you a sense of belonging, and it fills the void of not being able to reach the traditional milestones of adulthood. When you see thousands of young people lining up for a doll while home sales hit rock bottom, you're not seeing a childish fad, you're seeing a symptom of economic hopelessness. The kidult and collectible toy market is propping up the industry while other sectors collapse. So, are we facing a recession? If history and weird indicators don't lie, Labubu fever tells us yes. It tells us consumers are desperately looking for comfort. The Labubu is the canary in the coal mine. Its mischievous smile is warning us that, even though we keep spending, on the inside, the domestic economy is screaming for help. The next time you see that doll hanging from a backpack on the subway, don't laugh. That little monster is carrying the weight of a global economic crisis. And you? Are you saving for the future, or are you buying Labubus? Write in the comments what other bubble product you've bought.